Hello team, welcome to Teach Together Try. We're going to look at measuring reflex angles, and remember, reflex angles are those angles that go around further than a straight line, in fact just like this one. So I want you to have a measure of this. This will be a little test for you, and remember you're measuring this part of the angle, and in fact if you can get this correct, perhaps you don't need to watch the rest of the video. So let's see how you go. So pause me and measure that. Okay, I do hope you paused me, and guys, if you identified this angle as... Oh, whoopsie daisy, I've forgotten. Sorry about that, I'll remember now. As about 240 degrees, right? So let's say between 240 and 245. You're okay, and you don't really need to watch the rest of this video. But if you didn't, you certainly do need to watch the rest of this video. So let's go on. Okay, now guys, here's that same angle. It might help if we have a bit of a look at this. Okay, I wonder if I can do this. Oh, good. Okay, so there's a straight angle, and I think you guys all know that a straight angle equals 180 degrees. Okay, 180, and that's this measurement from here to here. Okay, and we're rotating, of course, around there. Okay, and that would be 180 degrees. And let me just move that a bit for you now, just so you can see. Okay, look. There's 90 degrees, there's a 90-degree angle, a right angle, that's what we call a right angle, and then we go to 180. But when we go further, it becomes what we call a reflex angle. So we go further around here, look at that. We're actually measuring this bit that's going all the way around there, and that actual new value becomes... That now becomes 270 degrees. Okay, remember we're measuring all the way around here. And we have talked about this a bit. If we keep going, we do what's called a revolution. Look, we go all the way around. In fact, we go back to the beginning, and I think you might even know what that is. If it goes all the way around, okay, all the way around again, and forgive me, this should be a perfect circle, but it's not. Can you tell me what that becomes when we do a complete revolution? It becomes 360 degrees. So if we can get in our heads, guys, that a revolution all the way around is 360 degrees, and I meant to do that red, let me do that red. If a revolution all the way around is 360 degrees, and I might just show you that with the angle, here we go. There you go, 45 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees. Now all the way around is 360 degrees. That's going to be really helpful to us. Okay, let's look at something else. So, let's say we're asked to measure this angle. Here you go, just this one here. Okay, now we know, because we're very clever, that all the way around equals, we know because we're very clever that all the way around equals 360 degrees. All the way around is a revolution, and that equals 360 degrees. Okay, but we're not asked to measure all the way around, are we? We just want to measure this bit. Okay, but unfortunately our protractors don't work like that, do they? Our protractors don't keep going all the way around. They just go from here to here, and then they stop. Well, there's a bit of a trick, team, right? Let's not measure this funny long bit here. Let's measure, I'll just get rid of that protractor if I can. No, it's not going away, forgive me. Let's measure instead the bit that we can measure from there to there. And you'll go, why are we doing that, Mr. Burns? Well, I'll show you in a moment. Let's just measure that bit now. Okay, so bear with me while I get my protractor and measure the blue bit of the angle. Right, and I can see the blue bit of the angle is from 0 to, there you go, 130, 0 to 130. So I'm measuring the bit of the angle that I can. So that's 130. I'll just write that down if you don't mind. 130, good, and I'll get rid of that protractor now. I'll get rid of the protractor, good. So we know that this blue bit, guys, is 130. Okay? This blue bit is 130. But guys, we know the entire green bit here is 360. The entire green bit is 360. So, how could we work out what the red bit is? And I'll tell you right now, If we minus the blue bit, which is 130, from the green bit, the entire revolution, which is 360, that's going to give us the value of the red bit. So, what's 360 minus 130? Well, let's do it on the board, shall we? 360 minus 130, 0 take away 0 is 0, 6 minus 3 is 3, 3 minus 1 is 2, which means the value of the rest of the angle must be, the value of this red bit must be 230 degrees. So, we've measured it. And isn't that amazing? We actually discovered what the value of this reflex angle was, this red bit, not by measuring the red bit, because it's too hard, it goes all the way around. We measured the bit that we could, we measured the rest of it, the blue bit, and then we took away that answer from 360 degrees, which gave us this value. Why don't you have a go by yourself? Let's see how you go. I'm going to make one for you to have a go at. Okay, here we go. Have a go at this one. And you'll measure in this angle. Alright? Pause me and have a go at that. And remember, you've got to find out the value of the blue angle, but you're going to have to measure this bit here and then take that away from 360 degrees. So, pause me and have a go at that. Okay, and I do hope that you pause me, and I do hope that you have measured that reflex angle, and let's see what you should have done, and let's see what you should have gotten. So you needed your protractor, of course, and then you needed to measure, as we've discussed, not the blue bit, because the protractor won't go all the way around, will it? But the protractor will measure, just like one of my students said the other day, we'll measure the smaller part here, and then you should have worked out, well, that's about 40 degrees. It's actually 39 to be accurate, 38. Well, let's be accurate. So that's 38 degrees, right? But you know that all the way, oh, whoops-a-daisy, sorry about that. Let's get rid of that. You know that all the way around here is 360 degrees, okay? So you've measured this bit in here, that's 38 degrees. All the way around is 360 degrees, because that's a complete revolution. And when I mean all the way around, I mean the entire way around. Okay? All the way around is 360 degrees. But we're just trying to find out this blue bit here. So if you know that this bit here is 38 degrees, all the way around is 360 degrees, well, here's the sum you've got to do. 360 take away 38 degrees. And well, I hope you worked that out. I do believe that would be 322. If you got 322 degrees, that's correct, isn't it? Yes, then you are correct. Well done, thank you very much. Students, you might want to work on to the worksheet now.